Yeah, it says now recording. Obviously, I don't want it to show the recording. I want it to show the actual game it's supposed to be recording. So, here we go again. This is your quickly, poorly aging sarcastic PC witty gamer. We're here at the Filmwood Award. I'd ask you to like and subscribe, but nobody does what I ask. If I had any brains, I'd ask you to unsubscribe and dislike. And so far, we haven't won any awards. Even though we're making terrific movies now. And by terrific, I mean by our own standards. I don't even remember the name of our studio. Transhuman Tears. Of course, the Academy gave that one an award. Enough said there. I don't want to get in trouble with the DEI crowd. We're not even nominated in most of these categories. Best sound design. Not us, but we're not doing post-production yet. We will. Our next films will have great post-production. Don't you worry your pretty little heads about that. Best visual design of black and white movies. This one, only one studio was nominated. So the Best Bribe Award goes to them. We're Utopia Pictures. Are we the best looking studio? We are. And one reason is we have the best looking studio head. And we're not even nominated for most profitable studio. That's because you don't make money making movies in this. You make money by investing in other people's companies. So I think we won no awards. Oh, okay, we won one, but it's not telling us what it was for. A lot of things in here, they don't bother to tell us what they're about. But now it's saying that this lounge has lost their server, and I'm sure I can't hire anybody because it'll tell me I'm at the limit of employees. Cannot hire more employees. Employee limit reached. So I'd have to fire somebody to hire. So let's see, who could I fire? How about we fire well, we do have a lot of producers. Let's fire Nicholson. This can't be undone. It just can't. Now we need a staff worker. Yeah, go away. And was it smart enough? Yeah, it was smart enough to assign them to our lounge. We have several movies in production, but most of them are doing nothing right now. So our hopes are on Demi Park, one of the best people to have around during a water cooler discussion, comes to work a bit troubled. She's not talking much, keeping to herself. Everyone quickly notices the sudden shift in her personality and starts to feel awkward about it. Noticing the sudden change, discuss a possible solution to the problem. Maybe it would be a good idea to check in with them. Well, she's not a them, she's a she. So I think the first thing would be to use the proper pronouns. I know that's not popular in today's woke world, but I think we're playing in the 30s right now, the 1930s. They didn't know what woke was. I sense a sudden change in you. Is everything all right? I just wanted to check in with you. She had a son lost in her family. She's not feeling good. So our hopes are on Wisted, which will be our first movie to have post-production. And Goy's Story, and I Sit on Your Grave. Those will all have post-production. The ones that are stuck in limbo, and we don't know why because the game doesn't give us any feedback about why, would be 11, which was the 11th movie we attempted to make. And action! Director Jonah pays close attention to the monitors. The actors give the performance of a lifetime, or at least a lunchtime. The final shots of Wisted are coming together, and they look very promising when crack! You're kidding, there's crack on the set in the 1930s? Cut, what was that? Everyone looks around and sees crew member Margarito before a broken camera, looking speechless. I thought I just fired Margarito. You can't be serious, Jonah says, frustrated. It fell over by itself. It wasn't me, Margarito says. They quickly call for your help. We'll pay someone to fix the stupid camera. So the ones that are stuck in limbo right now are 11, Gone with the Fin, The Wizard of Paz. Urban Cowtoy got off to a good start, but is stuck at 54%. We don't know why. They're not telling us why. Millie wanted a movie made about herself, and so we made a movie about herself, and they said there'll never be a sequel, and so we started shooting Millie's boring sequel. That's stuck at 1% and has been for years. And then the flaws of Oblivion as well. Stuck in limbo. We don't know why. The game won't tell us why. You don't make money in this game by making movies. But we're making movies anyway on the easiest level with all the easiest settings, just to see if it's possible to make money. But the 492 million that we made we made through investing in other people's companies, people that know how to make movies. But it looks like Wisted is almost done being filmed. Then we can send it to post-production. Then we can release it. I'd really like to get some of these movies out the door. This is your poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty gamer right here. Our channel is fairly new, and we're hoping to build an audience by giving you raw, uncut footage of the games we play. The last one we did on Blockbuster Inc. was very long. It'll probably be years before anybody watches it. I mean, I hope they watch it, but it was the longest video we've ever done. I Sit on Your Grave is getting ready to film scene 3 of 3. That'd be good. I think they need like little carts so they can drive around to the sets faster or something like that. A lot of limbo. A lot of movies doing nothing. We don't know why. All shooting is done and Wisted is in post-production, where editors are supposed to work their magic. But not everything is going to plan. Of course not. The lead editor appears out of nowhere, sweating and panting. Good boy, I tell him, patting him on the head. Would you like a doggy biscuit? Sir, I have some bad news. There's a problem with the film and we lost the footage for the last few scenes. Of course you did. We might have to reshoot the movie. No need to panic. Everyone is still here. Reshoot the missing scenes. We need to get this movie out. So, Wisted, which we had so much hope for, has to be reshot. So now our best bet is I Sit on Your Grave, which for anybody who doesn't know the history of filmmaking is a comedy parody of I Sit on Your Grave, which was, I Spit on Your Grave, which was a horror film of some renown. I wish these older ones would get made. I could discard them, of course, and I probably will have to at some point. Let's see what we have researched that we might be able to. Oh, we only have 1,200 research points. I could unlock a 1920s Pravalon camera version 3. I don't know why I do that since I have a 1930 camera already unlocked, but a lot of this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. We're kind of waiting to get those 8,000 research points so that we can actually make blockbusters. We might as well make a film to make fun of the actual product we're using to play this here game. Throw some random employees into it. Make sure it gets some good post. It's only letting us do one post-production thing per movie. That's weird. Now, why isn't it letting us? Scene 7 does not have a selected set. Well, okay. Just pick a set for it. It's a big gym. Big gym? Sounds like a guy. And then it ends at the Throne of Lights. It's going to be fantastic. This is what I do when movies get stuck in limbo. I put other films into production, even though that doesn't do anything for the ones that we've been making for decades. Looks like I Sit on Your Grave is making some progress. And Wisted, the reshoots, are making progress. And Lackluster Incorporated is at least getting started. All that binging you hear in the background is pop-ups telling me they're not happy with me. We can slow it down, but if you play it at regular speed, this game would take days to play. So you better have something fun to do while this game is playing, because this game, especially if you play it on regular level, it's not fun. It needs to be fixed. It was not ready when it came out, and the devs knew it. I'm not reading their minds. I'm just saying you couldn't be involved in making this product and not know there are problems with it. I prefer it on very fast speed, but then you do miss all those lovely little bings and things telling you that there may be problems. Like Urban Cow Toy, they've been waiting to shoot that scene for like 8 years. That seems problematic. I can't see through this. Yeah, see, as soon as I go to change speed, it starts giving me pop-ups that I can't see because this was designed so poorly. Come on, somebody get through something. And you notice Lackluster stopped progressing as well. If they showed you when a movie project started, you'd be shocked, for instance, how long 11 has been in production. It doesn't tell us under the information screen because, frankly, it's embarrassed. The game is embarrassed to tell us. A bus brings everybody to work every day. Apparently, at the prices I'm paying them, they can't afford their own cars or their own drivers or whatever. Car and driver. Wow, that should be a magazine. And now we have $621 million, but we can't get these films out the door. Oh, no. Of course not. Come on, Urban Cow Toy. I do like putting films into production, especially when I make fun of the names of real movies. So our next huge release will be the PG-13 version of Brokeback Mountain. It has no gore in it, but it does have some intimacy in it. Ever notice how much M. Sullivan looks like V. Mosley? Yeah, it's probably just me. Come on, people. Let's shoot some movies. Let's get something done. I mean, you know, you get to 79% on I Sit on Your Grave. You want the public to be able to see it. Welcome to the Film Award Awards. Best Director, not us. Boo! Best Producer, not us. Boo! Best Movie Actress, not us. Boo! Best Movie Actor, not us. Why do we hear water sounds? Is there a leak in this theater or something we need to know about? Again, not us. Best Stunts, not us. Best Sound Design, not us. That's because none of our films have made it to post-production yet. And not us for Best Visual Design. Best Movie, not us. Okay, we're up for this one. Best Looking Studio, that's me. I'd like to spank the Academy, and I'm not nominated for most profitable because it's not profitable to play this game. And not nominated for best studio, not by a long shot. Thank you for being part of this. Blah, 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 blah. Come on, finish shooting. I sit on your grave. We need to actually release something. Part of the reason we're not winning any awards is, sure, our films are lousy. But also, if you don't even release them, very little chance they're going to make money. Okay, Wisted is filming again. They're at 80%. That's good. Goy's Story, still stuck at 54%. We don't know why. And I Sit on Your Grave is at 93%. Lackluster Incorporated, 2%. Brokeback Fountain, 12%. So our best bet right now is to finish I Sit on Your Grave. They're filming the last scene of I Sit on Your Grave, so as long as the footage is good, nobody knocks over any equipment, maybe we can send I Sit on Your Grave to post-production. Oops, I didn't mean to go to that. I wanted to look at our research. We got 2,196 research points. We need 8,000 in order to make a blockbuster. That will certainly fail. But we got $677 million, so pretty much doesn't matter. $1 million. Come on, I sit on your grave. I sit on your grave. There's got to be a faster way to get around to the various sets. Okay, they're shooting. I sit on your grave. I see them on set. Well, I saw them on set. Did they? I think they went home for the day as soon as they got to the set. I should extend their work hours. I'm sure they'd love that. Come on, I sit. Let's do this. Okay, they got a 46 rating on the last scene that they shot, but I Sit on Your Grave is now in post-production. I should really fire most of my people And I am going to start some fire rings. We don't need to have this many movies in production at the same time. It doesn't seem to be helping us. Urban Cow Toys still at 54%. It's like a horse race, you know. Anyway, Brokeback Fountain is at 12%. Keep writing it. Where is... Oh, okay. I don't see anybody actually in post-production. That's a problem. Okay, now there's people in post-production. iSit should get finished today, I hope. But it didn't get even 1% further along today. This post-production is taking a long time. Maybe we should make a musical. Except we can't make a musical, but we can make a movie that sounds like a musical. Broklahoma. Assign the people to do the post. Come on, people. We need to get some product to actually release. I heard a rumor that some movie studios actually release movies. I know. Crazy, isn't it? I'm not going to the Academy Awards this year. We haven't released anything since last year. They'd be crazy to give us any movies. Any awards. Okay, we got for Best Looking Studio again, of course. The entire crew worked hard to prepare a demo for the gala of friends and family that would follow later that night. The result was still rough around the edges, but something to be proud of. But not everyone thought that way. Friends burst into laughter. Your father storms out, deeply disappointed. Is this why I sent you to film school? Your mother says, oh. Is this why I sent you to film school? Your mother says, disappointed, not really being able to do a female voice. You should have become a lawyer like your brother. This was just the first draft. The final result will be much better. We're still exploring some ideas and we'll do some reshoots. We will? I mean, shouldn't we put some product out someday? I'm totally kerflumped over this I Sit on Your Grave thing. Why is it not going forward? I might have to slow down and look at all the all the we're getting. All the alerts. I mean, Brokeback Fountain has stalled. Lackluster Inc. has stalled. Goy Story has stalled. This is not good. Luckily, we're still a 5-star organization. I don't know how or why. It probably has to do with how many employees we have, though. Okay, it's a night. There's no reason to keep it slow at night. Okay, now it's morning, so we'll change it back so we can read all the alerts telling me what a bad person I am. Come on, Brokeback Mountain. I Sit on Your Grave, Goy Story, something. We need to release something, people. I am seriously considering a hearty round of firearms. Why are the waiters? That's weird. The waiters are in post-production. This might have something to do with why post-production is not doing their job on I Sit on Your Grave. I mean, unless they're bringing food into the work areas, which, okay, but work needs to happen in the work areas. And when I slow it down to regular speed, I don't get the alerts that were popping up when I was at triple speed. This is annoying. Most of the departments are empty, even so, like, nobody's at their desk in this writing room, and yet we've got all kinds of scripts that need to be finished writing. This isn't really going to help us, but I need to feel like I'm doing something. Oklahoma's at 2%. Somebody's writing the screenplay for Star Chores. I should have had Pukas direct it. I wish I could have had him write it, but that's not allowed. So Star Chores is up to 9%. Why is I Sit on Your Grave not finishing? That's not a good sound. Somebody probably got hurt or something. I don't know. Or care. 506 on the research points. I can afford to spend a few to make police movies. But I didn't want that. I didn't want that 8,000 points so that I can make blockbuster movies. Come on, Star Chores, let's get yourself done. We're gonna have to figure out what's wrong with ours. Well, we can't make these offices any bigger. So they don't like the room prestige. Well, let's throw some decorations in there. Put a foosball table in the audio room to, I guess, sort of thank them for not doing their work. Throw a few plants down. A lot of Christmas stuff. I don't think my employees do Christmas. I think they're probably Jewish. Let's see if that does any good on the getting the post-production finished. That ding 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 had to be good. But I Sit on Your Grave still sits at 97%. People are going in that room, they're just not working. People are the worst. So we will change the floor pattern. I don't know that that will have a better result, but we're desperate. Come on, people, at least consider doing your job. I gave you new flooring. Yeah, they didn't do it. So let's see if I can make a new visual design office. Make it really long and obnoxious, like that. Now, what I want to do is give it nice walls. I don't really want to, but I feel like I have to. Wish the game would just tell me what I'm doing wrong. Probably want a door. Okay. Now, don't go away. Objects. What office? Oh, this is a visual office. So we will give it 3 desks. Then we'll decorate it. Give it a nice carpet. 3 nice carpets. I don't really know what these people want. I feel like I'm married to them, trying to figure out what they want. Couple nice chairs. A piano. A nicer chair. Now, we will assign, if we can, now, all the employees from the other one will move over here, and we can bulldoze their former. Oh, I didn't tell them to bulldoze all that. I need to go to the undo key. No, I don't want to erase the whole lot. No. This is a pain in the tuchus. I'll just make the room as small as I can. Get rid of its furnishings. And then expand the room that's next to it. Okay, guys. You're right. I haven't been fair to you. There's a pool table. Three nice carpets. Some plants. To show how much I love you. Let's see if any of this will make the slightest bit of difference. I sit on your grave. Release product. Well. Product releasing tomorrow, so auto assign, auto assign, auto assign, auto assign. Okay, everybody, I Sit on Your Grave is finally going to release. Wisted is finally going to release. It wasn't supposed to be a comedy, but we're just happy to get it out the door. And let the accolades come rolling in. You loved it, right? Or not. The story had potential, but the execution was agonizingly bad. Hey, that gives me a great idea. If they're going to say our movies are agonizingly bad, we are going to make a movie that says right up front that it's agonizingly bad. Why hide it? We'll own it. Wisted should release today, I think. But now Brokeback Mountain is in limbo. We don't know why. And Urban Cowtoy's been in limbo for forever. Of course, the worst is 11. Gone with the Finn and the Wizard of Oz. Maybe we need a wartime piece. Maybe that's what people are looking for. Casablanca. Well, it's getting written, so now it can go into limbo, probably. I hope not. I mean, Star Chores started off so well, but it's now in limbo. sit on your grave. Won an award. I don't know why Wisted isn't releasing. Are you starting to see some patterns here? The game's not releasing my movies and not finishing my movies, even though I have the maximum number of employees. And it's not telling me what's wrong so that I can fix it. Cast a Blanket would have been a great movie. Absolutely. How about Treasure of the Sierra Padre? Sounds good. Just toss random people in it. We don't really care about these things anymore. Nobody does. Why aren't you selecting the scenes when I tell you to? I think that cow movie's been... Yeah, it's 1938. That cow movie's been in production since the 20s, Urban Cow Toy. This is bad. This is a bad product. Bad product. We don't know why Wisted isn't releasing. Although there's nobody in our new... There's nobody in the new office we created for them. But if there's nothing in post-production, although Wisted is in post-production. Good. We don't want employees going into that room. They're supposed to go into the other one now. And they don't tell you whether Wisted is in post-production for the audio or the visuals, so you don't know what's wrong, but you don't see anybody in the visual office. Remember we made that office all beautiful for them and everything? Put the piano in? Okay, Wisted is coming out, people. Academy Award. Here we go. It's as if Ford Chase learned how to act throughout the film. The first act is painful, but the second half really delivers. Another film in Jonah Singleton's list of underperforming attempts at a good script. Wisted takes an award-worthy concept and downplays it with safe choices, a predictable ending, and cliche characters. Nothing we haven't seen before. Oh yeah, you'll see it again. Wisted Part 2. The sequel nobody wanted. Or liked, no doubt. Come on, Koi Story, what's your problem? You see why it'd just be so much easier to just fire everybody, bulldoze the whole lot, or set it on fire or whatever, and then just live off the proceeds of my investment. I mean, I've got $1 billion right now. Why am I going to work every day? Rename studio. Well, that's how you rename it. Okay. Oh, that's cute. See the name? Horrible Movies Incorporated. I think we should, tell people what to expect from us. I don't know what's clicking in around and all that. Is it something that wants to be released? Because we'll release stuff. No, it's not something to be released. Oh yeah, Star Chores is ready to be released. Well, it's ready to go to post-production, I should say. And Wisted Part 2. I wonder where our research is. Oh, it's only 5,200. We need... Okay, what'd they think of Star Chores? You know, when a review starts with, if you want a good idea to fail, there's a really good chance that they didn't like the film. It got a 47. You notice I'm putting all this technology into these films and they're not getting better ratings than they got before. Oh. Wisted Part 2. I know there was already a Wisted Part 2, but here's a twist on it. The sequel. Just throw random employees in there. I wish Brokeback Mountain would finish. Star Chores was not popular enough to revive Millie House's career and lift the unpopular stigma. Yeah, well, I never thought much of Millie in the first place. Let's, you know, we could fire her. Nothing like a good firing to... We've got way too many producers, by the way. But let's look at our actors. Star Chores won the award. It said it wasn't good enough, and then it won the award. See how this game can't decide? Where is Millie? I don't even... Oh, there's 3 pages of them. I forgot. Yes, I'm sure I want to fire that employee. And I want to fire this employee. And I want to fire that employee because I don't like guys named Yoder. Now, I'm going to hire Loretta Davis. Judy Love. And Kenny Brown. Which will put us at the top again as far as number of employees. Now we got to replace her in a movie. So Millie House will now be played by... Not Kenny Brown, that wouldn't be fair. Although it'd be funny. Loretta Davis will play her. I'm not trying to hire more employees. I just told you, all your work is going to be done by Loretta Davis. And Winifred Lee, which was a horrible name to begin with, is going to be played by Kenny Brown. Hopefully this gets our productions back on track. I hope Kenny Brown isn't in Brokeback Fountain. We're only at 5,800 research points. Okay, I'll slow down, but then you're not going to tell me what you're dinging about. Come on, somebody shoot something. Goy Story's been trying to shoot that for decades. Urban Cow Toys been trying to shoot that since the 20s. I wish it would let me, you know, throw it back to casting or give it a new director or something like the movies did. Is it night? Oh yeah, it's night. We don't have to. Okay. Well, they're getting to work, so I guess. Okay, come on. Somebody shoot the treasure of the Sierra Padre. Okay. Here we go again. Making random movies. Scene 5 does not have a selected set. Why doesn't it? That was your job. Oh, let's give it some post-production as well. The Big Brag Theory. See, the writing's going along just fine. You see it chugging along. They're writing the Big Brag Theory. Again, in the movies, if this happened, I could sell the scripts that aren't being produced. I could bring the project back into production, see what's wrong. Oh, okay, there's a problem with the producer? Fine. I could reassign the producer. There's a problem with one of the actors? I could reassign him. This doesn't tell us what's wrong. So we've got all of these things in limbo, and the only thing I could do is come up with a new stupid title. Just another stupid movie. With high production, though. I mean, look at all these films we have in production. I guess we could let's look at this. Switch to build mode to modify the equipment. Okay, so does it want me to? Can't modify equipment while scene is being filmed. I don't know why I listen to you. I didn't know I could do this, but with all these sets I have, I can upgrade everything on the set to the best possible. Of course, it cost me a lot of money, but I have over $1 billion. Now again, if I could just take the movies that are in limbo out of production long enough to do things to their sets, we might get some good movies out of them. I've never even seen this before. So I don't know if this is only in the easy peasy mode that you have this, or what. It also wasn't in the tutorial. I hope all this money makes the films better. And do I have to go through and upgrade all of them again every time I discover a new technology? That's ridiculous. And why aren't we taking the cameras and all the best equipment to the sets? I thought that's how it worked in movie making. I'm glad I only found out about this after I had $1 billion. I'm running out of stupid things to name these movies. Okay. Come on, people, shoot the electric horsekin. The big brag theory is shooting again. That's good. I might actually have to kill Urban Cow Toy, which I would hate to do. And Goy Story, especially Goy Story, I don't want to do. Because maybe there's something wrong with their sets. I mean, I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, I fired the I fired the director of that. I can't find the director of this one so that I can fire him. Was he on all these films? Is that why they were all... Maybe that's why they're not getting made? Was he the director of all these? We'll see. If stuff starts moving along, then we'll know that was the problem, that they all had the same director. All these say waiting for actors, waiting for director, waiting for the crew, so... Sure. Make that a police movie. It makes a lot of sense. It's about a snake, but sure, make it a police movie. Well, I guess cops are snakes sometimes. Wait up. How come you're not choosing the sets for us? That's fine. We're going to put torture in this movie now. That one's called Sister Asp, in case it never comes out. It's about two snakes and their relationship, trying to learn how to get along with each other because they're sisters who fight with each other a lot. Come on, people. We need to finish the movies. I know that's something you're not used to doing, but we really need to. Okay, we are fed up with you people. 11 is scrapped. Gone with the Fin will now have 2 ends in it instead of just one. Okay. The Wizard of Pause will be tried again because it's too good of a title not to try again. But it will be rated G. Okay. What's the production of Sister Asp has started, and it's not long before the first problem surfaced. Yeah, it's a story about two snakes that are sisters, and they fight each other. So it's not surprising that would show up on the set. On the first day, there were lots of frustration and tensions in the atmosphere. Larry Shelton got in a fight with Melody Ramos about the film's story. One kept insisting on going with the flow, the other insisted on forming a thorough, lengthy plan. Both approaches had their merit. Both were unwilling to back down, strongly supporting their opinions. It was a few members of the cast. It was a few members of the cast that found you and talked to you about this. If you don't put them in charge, one of them in charge, we think this production is going to be a disaster. Well, all our productions are disasters. I told them to work it out themselves. I don't think they will. Now, we just got rid of uh, Urban Cow Toy. So we're going to start that production over again. Oh, it's definitely a Western, yeah. Well, did you ever think of using Western sets? Since you're saying you don't know what sets to use? And I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to have to kill Goy's story and redo it. Goy story. Okay, let's fix this set while it's unoccupied, and this set too. Let's see if any of this new material ever. Okay, we're almost up to the 8,000 we need to make a blockbuster. We are up to it. All right. From now on, all our movies are going to be blockbusters, whether they're good or not. So we're going to make a sequel to JFK. We're going to call it JFL. And it's going to be a blockbuster. JFL. Okay, we got things stuck in limbo again. People, we're going to start firing. I think they're just, some people are just not getting to the set ever. Maybe if I change the schedule. Wow. Okay, I just put them on pretty much torture schedules to see if we can get through some of these. Well, it worked for Wisted Part 2, the sequel. And Treasure of the Sierra Padre. I'm curious to find out what'll happen with The Big Brag Theory and Brokeback Fountain. $47. I don't know why I bother with you people. 44 for Wisted Part 2, the sequel. You guys wouldn't know a good film if it fell in your lap. Wisted Part 2, the sequel Part 2. Oh. I thought it was funny. They're only getting like 4 or 5 hours at home now. Because I want the big drag theory finished. I think the problem is I didn't have them at work long enough to actually get to the sets, but I'm not sure, like between meals and things. I don't even remember whether I let them have meals on this schedule. I forgot to check. But the screenplay of Wisted Part 2, the sequel Part 2, is coming right along. I just want the public to know we're not even trying anymore. Oh, we got 6,000, so we can do more post-production. All right, we can make R-rated movies. And pirate movies and desert movies, and for some reason desert movies are based on pirate movies. Twisted Part 2, the sequel, won the Academy Award. Okay, the second filming of Goy's story has gotten to 46%. Now, I think part of this is if they use the same set. Let's say film 1 is bogged down for some reason, and they're on a particular set. Well, then the next film that needs that set can't film. Now, in the movies, you could take that film off the set and then deal with their problem so that the second film could go through, kind of like playing through in golf. Here you can't do that. So a lot of this bogged down could be a bottleneck caused by a bunch of productions wanting to use the same set. I don't know. I just have to guess. I mean, I didn't make this movie. I mean, this video game. But if I don't know what's wrong with the first production, I can't really do anything about it. That's the problem. Well, one of the many problems. Many, many problems. Many, many problems. So like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.